Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 22 of our City Walk and Talk with yours truly. Ngayon, it's quite a different episode after 22 days because yung episode natin today is hindi tayo naglalakad. We are just actually here sitting dahil nasa airport tayo. I'm currently on my way paalis papunta ng Cebu. Magkasama kami supposedly ni Maming. Kaya nga lang, na-cancel yung flight namin. So, na-separate kami ng flight. Nauna na siya, and ako, sasakay sa next flight pa. So, that's why, dito lang tayo. And we still did our morning walk, pero dito na lang sa airport. First time namin napuntahan yung pinakadulo ng whole Terminal 3. And hindi pa namin na-complete yung 5 kilometers, but at least we were able to start our morning walk. So, good morning sa inyong lahat. While I am preparing for our masterclass, kasi meron tayong ongoing na low carb and fasting masterclass on specific diseases. And right now, nasa na tayo, ninth disease, which is focusing more on children. And I plan to discuss this later. Magla-live tayo with video na kapag nakasettle down na tayo and yung ating internet connection is also somewhat maganda na din. But to give you a preview, since kayo yung mga nakatutok dito, Grace, Nanu, Eva, Dawn, Tiny, Estelle, Robert, April, Cora, Daryl, Erlinda, Nenmen, June, Davina, Cecil, Bubar, Debbie, Faith, Maryville, Jaza, Lex, good morning sa inyong lahat and everybody else who are here. So, di-discuss natin later yung mga myths. We will expound more on that later today. Pero ngayon, bibigyan ko kayo ng preview. So, eto yung mga common myths na sinasabing nakakatakot daw when it comes to low carb diet. So, ano yung low carb? So, low carb is the way of eating na kung saan pinapababa natin yung carbohydrates and we actually are not afraid of proteins and fats. So, in practical sense, kinukuha natin yung mga carbo tulad ng kanin, tinapay, yung mga noodles, yung mga matatamis, lahat ng may sugar. So, hindi lang siya basta low sugar, but it's really low in carbohydrate. Kasi yung mga starch, hindi man sila direktang sugar, but it is just one step away from becoming sugar in your body. So this City Walk and Talk, although we usually talk about something else other than low carb, but today, why not? Anyway, nandito naman tayo in our community because of low carb and fasting, and since we are not in our routine walk, so maybe we can just go back to our usual low carb. So, ito yung mga usual na kinakatakutan. We will expound this again later in our video. But for now, it's good for you to know kung ano-ano yung mga myths na kiniklaim ng ibang takot mag-start mag-low carb. So, number one, masama daw sa athletes yung low carb. Hindi daw pwede mag-low carb kapag ikaw ay isang athletic person. However, studies show na hindi actually totoo yon. Marami ng number of athletes, even Olympians na nag-low carb na. At nakita nga nila na yung kanilang body fats are less at maging maganda yung kanilang oxidation or yung kanilang production of energy when they started doing low carb. Number two, nakakatakot daw yung low carb para sa may mga diabetes. Contrary sa mga sinasabi nito, actually, walang kahit anong diet na nakakapagbigay ng resulta na very promising as compared to one very low carb diet. In fact, ngayon, ang low carb and very low carb diet is now considered as one of the 9 recommended diet para sa mga taong may diabetes at marami na rin tayong experiences na na-reverse na ito. Number 3, nakaka-cause daw ng panghihina at flu-like symptoms na para kang nagkakaroon ng flu yung low carb. Sa simula, magkakaroon ito ng panghihina, sakit ng ulo, minsan sumasakit yung mga muscles, pero these are usually early sign ng hindi tamang pag-low carb at adjustment period pa because of sugar withdrawal. However, the moment na nasanay na yung katawan and merong adequate intake of electrolytes, yung transition period na ito nawawala and eventually just as easy as after 4 days or up to a week or two, nag-improve na yung mga taong nag-low carb and they can already see the benefits like improved energy, improved focus, nawawala yung inflammation at sa mga nag-monitor ng blood sugar, ito ay nag-i-improve din. So, number 4, masama daw yung low carb sa puso at nakakapagpataas ng cholesterol. Although totoo na nakakapagpataas ng cholesterol sa karamihan, hindi sa lahat ha, but marami nag-low carb tumataas yung cholesterol. Pero it is the good kind of cholesterol. It's not the bad cholesterol. Yung totoong bad cholesterol, ito yung may kasamang inflammation o pamamaga, especially triglycerides and VLDL. Pero yung mga HDL and large density LDL, they are actually not bad cholesterol. Tataas sila because you're already fueling on fats. Yung cholesterol na yun na mismo yung major na ginagamit na energy ng iyong katawan. So there's a lot of mobility, exchanges ng mga fats within your body because yun na yung primary fuel mo at hindi na yung glucose. Number 5 would be nakaka-cause daw ng pag-pimples yung low carb. So, nakita sa studies na yung totoong main culprit is actually the sugar, hindi talaga yung taba. The worst is kumakain ka ng taba, kumakain ng sugar or mataas sa carbohydrate. But generally, when you do low carb the right way, binababa nito yung inyong inflammation, yung level ng insulin at IGF-1 na hormone. And kapag nag-lower tayo na ito, your overall risk of developing acne is also lowered down. So, hindi yan totoo. Number 6, hindi daw ito maganda sa ating sikmura. That is also not true. Meron ng studies na yung merong GERD at merong Barrett's esophagus, yung parang meron ng problem sa kanilang lalamunan. These are actually improved and yung symptoms nila nagle-lessen. Kahit yung iba na sobrang tagal nang umiinom ng mga PPI o proton pumps inhibitors or yung mga antacid na hindi nawawala, the moment they do low carb, it is easily relieved, especially kung merong tamang degree of fasting. So, isa yan sa mga cornerstone ng ating management. We discussed how it is done the right way in our GERD Masterclass. So, kung gusto nyo mag-enroll dyan, just message our admins kasi marami na pong natulungan when it comes to improvement with their GERD and some merong mild lang na GERD pero meron palang iba na sobrang severe ng GERD na hindi na sila makatrabaho, hindi na sila makapag-function ng normal because of worst symptoms. So, with low carb na for the longest time na hindi na sila nagkakape kasi nga sumasakit yung kanilang sikmura, they were surprised that the moment they do low carb, they can even tolerate and enjoy coffee again after a long time. Number 7, ano yung ang may mga fatty liver, hindi ba sila pwedeng mag-low carb o maworsen ba ito kapag kumain sila ng taba? Study shows actually na it can even improve fatty liver. Yung pinaka-culprit ng fatty liver disease, even if it's fats na sa pangalan niya, but that build-up of fats is actually brought about by too much carbohydrate, too much fructose, and too much insulin. And all of those are lowered the moment you do low carb. So it's good. Marami na tayong pasyente na in as little as 3 weeks, yung kanilang liver enzymes na umaabot ng 190s, the moment they start to low carb the right way, kahit pa kumakain sila ng karne, it is lower down in as easy as 3 weeks, and that is based on our clinical experience and also supported by many studies. So, importante, improve yung fat metabolism ng liver natin and utilization of fat, and that can happen only if we cut down our carbohydrates. Number 8, hindi ka raw makakatulog kapag naka-low carb ka. actually, this is contrary sa marami. Mas marami na ngayong nakakapagpahinga ng mabuti when they started low carb. Although, there are specific alterations like circadian fasting and merong mga kailangan lang gawin and when it comes to food timing and water timing para mas tuloy-tuloy yung pagpapahinga. And yung insomnia naman, usually self-start lang yan and that is also related to either inadequate intake of proteins and fats or inadequate intake of electrolytes. So when you do low carb, you don't do low calorie, you don't do low fat, you don't do low protein, you don't do low minerals and vitamins. Just low carb, but it is a nutrient-dense low carb. Kaya hindi totoong nakakapagpa-insomnia yung low carb. Number 9, nakaka-cause daw ng problem sa ating gallbladder. Nagkakaroon daw ng bato yung ating gallbladder when it comes to low carb. Contrary to other people na saying na kapag merong kang kumakain ng taba, ito yung makaka-lead into gallstone formation. This is actually not true. In fact, higher fat can prevent gallstone formation. Totoo po yan because gallstone formation will happen if there is no movement, no activity in your gallbladder. At no activity in gallbladder is usually seen in low-fat diet kapag hindi ito na-replenish over time. Because of that, it has more risk of developing gallbladder stones. And of course, kailangan na tama yung pagkakagawa nito. We will discuss this also in our masterclass. If you wish to know more, meron po tayong gabay dyan on how to do it the right way. Number 10, hindi daw maganda yung low carb for long-term management. Actually, based on one meta-analysis, kapag ang tao naka-low carb, mas hindi na ito bumabalik pa. Unless, of course, merong mga small instances that they've had their own challenges, nag-relapse because of individual stresses. But generally, people who were able to improve in their low carb was able to maintain the weight and maintain the weight loss even for years. Kami mismo in our family, we are just maintaining for more than 3 years now. So, we don't see ourselves going back to high carb. Number 11, hindi daw makakapag-stay on low carb yung mga tao kasi mahirap daw. That is actually very subjective because it's very dependent sa tao. And yung maganda with low carb, yung hindi lang yung pangangatawan nag-iba, pati din yung mindset. The cravings for food is actually less. And when there is less cravings in food, you are bound to actually maintain your lifestyle and make it into a habit. And number 12, lastly, nakakamatay daw ng maaga, shortens life yung low carb. Based on study, actually, hindi ito totoo. And people who are actually not eating low carb are at risk of dying from many other metabolic diseases. Kapag naka-low carb, there is no association na established when it comes to early death. But it is the inflammation and metabolic disease coming from a high carb, high insulin diet that are linked to the top causes of death ngayon when it comes to lifestyle diseases. And those lifestyle diseases are actually countered by doing a low carb diet. So, yun yung ating pinaka-importanting gist for today, the 12 myths when it comes to low carb, and we will discuss this later on in our live episode. We will go through it one by one. I hope you can be there. And for our masterclass enrollees, we will do our best to have a stable internet connection so that we can go live for our weekly Q&A this coming 12 noon. Maraming salamat, everybody. I'll see you again in our next City Walk and Talk. Kahit bukas ay wala na tayo sa city. And yes, I hope you will still continue your health journey for those who are joining our 100 miles challenge, outdoor walk, run, hike challenge, cycling challenge for the month of February. So, maraming salamat po. Hello, Rochelle. Hello, Gina, Beth, Jeneline, Baby, and Brother. Maraming salamat. I'll see you again next time. Remember to always stay low carb so that we all stay safe. Bye-bye po.